Hello everyone, this is Nitin Patil. Today we are going to see how we can classify an images using a transfer learning. By transfer learning means we will use the pre-trained models, predefined architectures for our use and do the classification. Till now we have seen how we can create a model architecture, how we can train those, how we can compile those model, how we can improve some accuracy. But transfer learning is the best approach to do the classifications because it has been trained on multiple data sets. So today we are going to use the first model that is VGG16. So I'm going to use Google Colab Notebook for the same. This is the Google Colab Notebook I have opened. I have renamed the Google Notebook as a image classification using VGG16. We are going to use TensorFlow and Keras for this. So I'm going to import necessary libraries. Percent TensorFlow version I will get 2.0.0. Import TensorFlow as I will say TF. I will say from TensorFlow dot Keras import sequential comma model, those two libraries. Then from TensorFlow dot Keras dot layers we will import first dense layer, then dropout layer, then flatten layer and batch normalization. Okay, those layers we have already used in previous videos. Then from TensorFlow dot Keras dot applications I will say import VGG16 and VGG16 we are going to use for this video. So I'm going to import VGG16. Sorry, applications dot VGG16. VGG16 we will import VGG16. That is in C. VGG16. Okay, and same way we will import the preprocess input. So those two libraries we are going to use, and in last video we have seen how we can read the local images. So we will use image data generator for the same. So from TensorFlow dot Keras dot preprocessing, from the preprocessing dot image we will import image data generator. I will import numpy and matplotlib as well. Okay, these are the necessary libraries which we have imported. So firstly we will get the input data set. So For that, I have shown you in last videos. You have to mount the drive. Okay, drive is going to be mounted. Just wait for a minute. Okay, drive is there. So in cat dog zip folder, I have two files. Okay, first I will go to that path, copy path I will say, then cd, just a minute, let me copy again, there was some issue. Okay, now I have been moved to that part. There you can see there are zip files. This train.zip is for training and validation.zip is for validation. So I will extract those two files. To extract those, I have to fire an unzip command, but unzip command is a Unix command. How we can run Unix command in a Google Colab using the explanator, explanation mark. So unzip, and then I will say file name validation.zip. I will first extract this. Okay, extraction has been started. You can see it will take some time. Okay, now I will unzip the train. Unzip train.zip. Okay, train.zip is going to be unzipped. It will take time because there are a lot of images inside it. Yeah, it is taking more time. So now you can see parallelly there should be two folders created. Okay, you can see train and validation folders created. We will create variables till now. I will say copy path, then train underscore data underscore dir is equal to this, and validation data dir, validation underscore data dir. I will copy this path. Okay, so these two variables needs to be created, and there are 2-3 more variables which we have seen in last video, right? So image width, image height, and batch size we created. So I will create the same image width. I will say 50, then image height again I will say 50, and batch underscore size is equal to, I will say 500, because there are more number of images, so I will take a maximum batch size. Okay, batch size, these variables have been created, and in last video we have already seen how we can read the images from the local directory using the image data generator. So I will copy paste the same code over here. Okay, if you have not seen my videos, you can go to the my YouTube channel. Okay, so I have already shown how we can read the local images and classify using the CNN model. Okay, still extraction is going on. It is taking more time because there are lots of images. Okay, now you can see the extraction, image extraction has been completed, and we have two directories over here, train and validation. We have already coded for variables. I will execute that code, and I will execute. We have created the image data generator object. Our next step is create the architecture for the model. So we have already imported VGG16. So I will create a VGG16 object over here. I will say VGG arch. Okay. So VGG architecture I'm going to import. Okay. There is VGG16 and input shape. Input shape as usual we will say image height, image width and channels. Okay. Image width comma image height, and this is the colorful images, so three channels are there. Okay, input we have defined, and weights. So weight I will say ImageNet. Okay, weights I will say ImageNet, and include top equal to false. Include top equal to false. What this include top equal to false means, we do not want the output layer, a predefined output layer, right? Because we have to define our output layer as per our need. If we are solving the binary class classification problem, the activation function should be sigmoid. If we are following the multi-class classification problem, then activation function is different, softmax. So same way we have to define our own output layer. So that's why include top is false. And what image weights equal to ImageNet means, we are going to use the weights of the ImageNet. The model which is pre-trained on the ImageNet dataset, we are going to use those weights. As soon as I execute this, it will start downloading the weights. It will download the weight from this URL. Okay. So weights have been downloaded, and then we will say for layers in VGG arch dot layers. Okay, all the layers we will do training equal to false. So layers dot trainable. Okay, trainable equal to false. This way we are saying, okay, I'm doing some typo. Okay, so this way we can say to the model that do not train VGG16 predefined VGG16 layers. So whatever the weights are there, use those weights. Now we will create a complete model architecture. So model equal to sequential, as we always do. Then we add the layers, right? So model dot add, we will add VGG arch. Okay, we will add predefined VGG model, and then we will add another layers. Model dot add flatten layer we are going to add. Okay, now we will create a fully connected network. So what we will do, we will add dense dropout and batch normalization layers. So I will say model dot add dense layer. So parameters for dense layer is how many units you want to need. Then activation function we will say ReLU activation function. Okay, and then we will add a dropout layer over here. Model dot add dropout layer is 0. Suppose I will say 5%. Dropout model dot add batch normalization we will add, and now we will create a final dense layer. So how we will create model dot add dense layer, and we have binary class classification. We have only cat and dog images, so I will say I need only one unit, and activation function I already told sigmoid. Activation function sigmoid. Okay, so this way we have created the model architecture. You can see model dot summary. Okay, VGG first layer is VGG16, then we have added flattened, dense, dropout, batch normalization, and this is the final layer which we have added. Now the second step is compile the model. Okay, so we will say model dot compile. So first is optimizer. Optimizer we will use Adam. Okay. Now second is loss function. We have till now used binary cross entropy. Okay, so we will use binary cross entropy. Then matrices. Matrices we will use accuracy. Okay, this way we have compiled our model. So we have used feed generator method, right, in last video. So there is a issue. Model keyword argument loss. Okay, I've done spelling mistake. Okay, now we have compiled our model. So in last video we have seen how we can compile, how we can fit our data and start the training. So I will use the same code. I have done the model.fit generator. I will say fit generator. So for generator, I have passed the train generator which we have created, and number of epochs I will say 10, and steps per epochs is length of generator which we have seen in last video. Validation data I will use validation generator. Okay, I will say history. Yes, history equal to, I will say save the output in the history. I will start the training. Now we can see training has been started. This training will take a long time because we have huge number of images. Okay. Okay. So training has been started. The first epoch is going to be start. You can see at the first attempt, the accuracy is around 51%. So accuracy will keep on increasing. I will pause the video for now. I will resume this video once the training has been completed. Now we can see the training is about to complete. It took so long time. It is around 40 to 45 minutes. So training is going to be complete. How we can see how our model is getting trained in graphical way, we can see using the history object. So I have shown in previous videos how we can see graphically how our model is going to be trained. So you can refer those. Now we will load one sample image, and then we will see how our model is performing. Uh, we have already done the code for this as well in last video. I will copy that code. Okay. So for that we need to import the image class. So I will say from TensorFlow dot keras dot preprocessing import keras dot preprocessing import image. Okay. So image object has been imported, and this is the code which we had done in last video. So I will get a first video image path over here. So go to my drive. We have loaded cat.doc dataset.zip, right? So I will go for validation. Suppose cat. This is the first image. So I will copy the path and replace the path over here. Now we know this is the cat image. So I will run this code. Now see, 0 means cat, and our model is has been predicted good, right? And model accuracy you can see is around going to be 78-81%. So you can increase the number of epochs over there, so model will learn more. And this way we have been imported VG16 and we have done the transfer learning. We can improve this model. So we will see in later videos how we can improve this model. For now, this is it for this video. So please subscribe to my channel. Thank you everyone. Thanks.